All right. Yo, what is up, guys? This is the Cloud9 podcast, season 1, episode 21, actually. So, before I actually get into the, topics that I wanted to actually go over today, recently I've been thinking about doing another channel update video, pretty much just explaining, what's been going on with the channel, what's going to be going on generally, years to come for the channel, since, the League of Legends season is really taxing, as you guys already know. The season is really long. It's basically year-round, except for, 1 month, essentially. Which is pretty much, December, right? Okay, Warren. Getting fucked by a duck or something? Warren just loves getting fucked by his ducks. I don't know what's wrong with him. But, yeah, so, I plan on doing a channel update video, pretty much just,
something, sorry.
Oh, thanks. So, I plan on just basically doing a channel update video, detailing all of the plans for the channel and other things that I, worked on in terms of improving my craft for the channel, actually. So, what mostly gets views on the channel are the podcasts, which a lot of you guys like them, and you view them quite often. What also gets views are the split weekly recaps. So, let's say if you're in a spring split or a summer split for the LEC or the LCS, when we do a recap for the week of games, right, those get a lot of views, so that means that stays, the split weekly recaps. What also is going to end up staying is the news video. So, let's say if a player decides to re-sign with an organization, or it's the off season, those things always happen too. So I know for the future, just to pretty much cover all the assets of a lot of things, which would be okay, what about playoffs when it comes to LEC and LCS spring and summer splits when that occurs? Most likely for that, we would just do that in podcast form. If I had to do playoff recaps on top of split weekly recaps, that's just not gonna happen. The league season is too grindy, so long, to the point where it's it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? It's literally just not worth the time to put into that, because playoffs go so fast, and I would have to be prepping for one show while trying to prep for a solo video, when I could just basically cover playoff things in a podcast longer form, as we are able to basically detail just specific things that go on during the playoffs for LCS and LEC. So that's pretty much what it boils down to with a lot of things, obviously, which is, me pretty much condensing down the regular season content between the LCS and the LEC, keeping the Cloud9 podcast, obviously. But then Warren expressed this idea too, which was maybe, at least for the playoffs, we actually do a separate show for the LEC. So I know it probably would be better to do a separate show for the LEC in general, but right now we're gonna be doing the experiment of just trying out doing a separate show for the LEC. So assuming the Cloud9 podcast, it would just be more LEC focused. So I would ask Warren, would you want to do that for the oh my god, fucking hell, when the split's going on, the regular season's going on, would you want to do that for the regular split, or just only do that for playoffs, honestly? I think we should just do it just for playoffs, honestly.
Playoffs for now, and then maybe experiment with it in the first half of the season and see how it goes.
Yeah, because I think during the regular season, if the show adds in the LEC at the very end, I think that's fine, because we're only going to talk about the best teams anyway. I'm not going to waste my time talking about Excel on a fucking end of my show. It's just not worth it, right? But if we talk about the playoffs of the LEC, which has completely different narratives, completely different outcomes of certain shit now, based off the past, because the past was just mostly G2 and Fnatic, then obviously, that could be a really good thing, right? So,
right.
That's why I'm personally saying it right now, is that we'll have a show dedicated for the LEC when it comes to the playoffs for whichever split we're on. Regular season, I think it's fine to just have a talking point of going to the LEC, picking out a team or a specific game that stuck out that week, or picking out an org we want to talk about, like Rogue, G2, Fnatic, Team Vitality, whatever, you know? I think that's fine, actually. So basically, the content of the channel will be more or less so explained in a channel update video. I don't want to take, like, too much time focused on this, obviously. Like, the channel's content basically is like LCS and LEC split weekly recaps, the Cloud9 podcast, which will be LCS and LEC separate only during playoffs, actually, between the splits for LCS and LEC. MSI and Worlds coverage will also be added to the Cloud9 podcast, like you guys saw that we did it for MSI 2021, how we were covering the MSI matches on here. So basically, like, Worlds, so MSI and Worlds coverage will also be part of the channel too. So, like, you know, when there's no splits going on, obviously, and you have like MSI or Worlds going on, that's what the show is for, you know. And then you also have news, which is what I said before, which is, you know, player joins team, you know, player re-signs with team, X reasons why, you know. The off-season is going to be fucking beautiful when it comes to this year, actually. A lot of contracts ending, actually, so off-season's going to be crazy, you know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can't, good God, man. I'm going to have to fucking do 50 goddamn fucking videos this off-season. But to be fair, you know, I didn't get a chance to watch the LCK, so my knowledge on that is going to be very limited. I mean, I can talk about players switching teams and go off, you know, but this is the only year I haven't had a chance to watch the LCK, actually, which is crazy.
I think I finally think I have an idea for a channel, which I think I'm going to focus on just the LPL. I don't think there's many people that focus on LPL, so I'm going to figure how that's going to go on for next split, but I think because there's already plenty of channels focusing on LCS, LEC, where I barely see anyone like, and that's one of the best regions with some of the best players and some of the, you know, what's happened. So I think that's going to be my focus finally for my channel when I start it up, and I just wanted to announce that. So. And I watch, and it'll probably be similar to MSK, just letting everyone know it's mostly focusing on the top 8 teams because, you know, those are, I believe it's 8 teams for playoffs, so it's easier to focus on that. I can focus on lower teams, but it's not going to, you know, there's 16 teams to worry about, unlike other regions, so.
Well, that was my thing too, is like, when I first started doing the channel, like, dude, fucking hell, man. Like, I try to focus on every single region. Then I had to realize, wait a minute, the league season is so grindy, I'm gonna, like, fucking have no chance to fucking talk about all these teams and all these regions. So I just, like, condensed it down, you know, to, like, the LCS and the LEC. Then I had to figure out what kind of content people were on average viewing. There's a reason why the Cloud9 podcast doesn't exist anymore. It's because it wasn't really generating the likes or the views, and I was putting in a shitload of effort, and it wasn't really getting me results. So I ended up just condensing down the content to what I knew you guys wanted to see. You guys love the recaps. I love doing them. So you guys get those. You guys like the podcast. So you guys get those. You guys like the news videos when I put them out there, when I'm talking about players switching to X org or player leaving X org or whatever. So I'm just only going to be doing what gets the likes and views. You know, this is how I grew my first channel, and this is how I'm going to be growing this channel, actually. And I'm sorry, you know, if I mess up doing League of Legends content, guys. I've been only doing it for, like, 2 years, actually. Because I started in 2018 in, like, November, right? So I've been only doing it for, like, 2.5 years, actually. So that's kind of just why I'm still messing up, you know. But I'm a human. I'm a mess up anyway. But yeah, just want to let people know. They're like, why can't he do League of Legends content in the way that other people do? Honestly, I don't know how to do it that way. And I don't want a channel like those other people. Why would I want a channel like those other people? Why can't you just go watch them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be generic X person you've already watched. That's not what I do around here. I want to be my own person. I want to be somewhere where you can come in and have a different feeling and outcome when you're watching shows that I produce, things that I do, like when we're like talking about just multiple different things of League, right? I don't want to be person you've already watched. You're not going to get that here. That's not going to happen. Also, you know what's a common thing here that we don't do? I'm pretty sure no one's noticed it. We don't talk about Reddit here. Why would I ever give Reddit any attention on this channel, ever? There's only been one video I've did it, because people wanted context of a situation, though. That's the only reason why I did it, you know? But normally for shows like these, there's no, context of Reddit here at all. Reddit is a cesspool full of fucking losers. Why in the world would I care for them, you know? The takes are always terrible. The analysts are always terrible. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. And it's just a bunch of fucking losers. And I'm not going to waste my time talking about fucking losers on my platform. Reddit's not getting any attention over here. So if that's what you wanted, because you got it from other bigger people in the space talking about League of Legends, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Sorry. I don't want to waste my time talking about fucking losers. You know what I mean? Like, I think I posted to Reddit. I posted to Reddit one time. Well, no, sorry, not one time. Let me correct myself. I posted to Reddit to promote the shows, right? Just sharing it. And it is allowed as long as you provide context of the show and yada yada yada. I always follow the rules. And then this one guy's like, "You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And I'm like, "Hey, you can come on and tell us what we're doing wrong." He was like, "I'm not gonna talk to you guys. You guys are bronze level." I'm like, "Okay, that's Reddit for you. It's just full of satire and full of idiots." There's not one guy that was calling out you, and you, like, called him out, and you were like, "Come on the show, and let's talk." He didn't come at all.
No, he never came on the show. I'm like, alright, dude. Okay. E-thugs. You gotta love the e-thugs. Like,
and I'm not trying to be mean to people. I'm just like, hey, if I'm genuinely saying the wrong thing, come on, I'll invite you on. Come on and prove me wrong. If I'm genuinely saying the wrong thing, I want to know that so I can improve, right? Come on.
Right, and maybe in the process I learned something from you, and and you will you can be like, aha, I got you. But if you don't even show up, then shut your mouth and go to the basement and find out.
That's why I stopped caring about the comment section too. Not as much though, like I used to, obviously, but I told people this: if you are not going to provide me any level of improvement in your criticism, and you're not supporting the channel in any way, why would I listen to you? There's just no point, right? You're just providing me nothing, and you're just bitching for the sake of bitching. You know, if I'm so wrong in my league analysis and shit like that, go and watch someone else. Why are you watching me? What? I'm just a fan providing my analysis of games that I have watched so much League in my life. I've watched League since 2014. I've been playing this game since Season 4. Do you know how many seasons of games I've watched over the years? That's been insane amount. Like, the game has changed so much since then, too. But, you know, the LPL, did you want to do, like, Match of the Week talk for that? I could do... I'll have to see about it if I can fit it into my schedule, but... I could see maybe about doing like maybe a match of the week talk, like who the match of the week is for that week specifically of the LPL. We could do a video on that. That'd be kind of cool, you know, because I watched the LPL. You just don't hear me talk about it as much. I watched the LPL, obviously. So who's the MVP of the split? It's Doinby. Who's on his team? Everyone's the same except for like the not top no Gimgun's still playing. It's TN's playing now. Actually, he actually became pretty good, actually. But, you know, Gimgun's he's the sub. Naguri's still playing, actually. Naguri's actually insane. So, yeah, you know, I watched the LPL. I just don't have a chance to really talk about it because, like, most people don't watch it, which is stupid because, like, most people know the LPL is the best region in the world, yet don't watch it and then want to fucking act all surprised when they win. It's like, I don't know. How in the world do you like, discern in conversation from that? You know what I mean? Like... if I know something's the best, I'm going to watch it, study it, you know, do all my research, right? But people in the League community, they'll be like, oh my god, the LPL's the best region. Yeah, you should watch it. They're like, oh my, dude, time zones, I can't watch it. Comes on at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and there's VODs too. There's even highlights if you really can't watch the VODs. You know what I mean? So what do you think, dude, actually?
It'd probably be like match of the week, because because like, the problem is like, there's so much talent there, so for me to be like, oh, let's watch Ninja in Pajamas versus LGD, it's like, could it be a good game? Yes, but I think most people would want me to talk about like RNG versus FPX, not to, you know.
Oh, also, I want to say this too. That was something me and Warren also talked about too, which is bringing up a new segment that falls into something you guys would view. So for like the LCS or the LEC, if there's a big match of the week, maybe we just do just a solo video on it and just a basic prediction on that. You know what I mean? So like example, let's say it's Cloud9 versus TSM. We thumbnail would look pretty as good as I can get it. It would just be called match of the week segment. X team versus X team. Who will win? That's it. I don't think that's bad, right?
No, it's not bad.
It's something new. It's something I feel like maybe a lot of people don't really see it a certain way, because like most people just watch the match of the week promotion videos, right? But no one really actually provides a discussing, you know?
Right.
You know? But that's just how I personally see things, you know? But like, you know, like highlights reactions. I don't think I'll have time for that anymore. It's like I like doing them. It just I'm not gonna have enough time for it anymore. That has to be canceled because basically due to time constraints. I'm already really busy with what I do. Adding that into the content of the channel isn't gonna be worthwhile anymore. So yeah, no more highlights reactions. The last one would be of Rogue defeating Misfits, actually. Really, really great series, actually. Also, it's crazy. I got almost every single one of my predictions right.
Yeah, you beat me this time.
Dude, I gave you Mad Lions. I told you they were playing better than G2. I tried to get you to pick Mad Lions. I was going to pick them myself. But I was like, you know what? G2 were kind of having a pretty good second half of the split, kind of. But the level of competition they were playing was bad. I'm like, fuck it. G2's going to win, right? No, Mad Lion is literally just their kryptonite. I got almost every one of them correct. I've had 2 times on the channel where I did predictions and I've almost got it all the way correct. Like, I had a feeling Mad Lions would win because they've always been a good team to play against G2 in the best of 5 scenario. You said that yourself. You were like, Mad Lions are literally just their kryptonite. Yeah, man, they've improved a lot, you know? But I thought G2 actually had it. But, you know, it's okay. I got everything else right. I knew 100 Thieves would beat EG. I knew they were the better team. Like, I like EG. You said 100 Thieves too. I remember, yeah. Because, like, dude, I like EG. I predicted they'd do well. But I'm not stupid, right? Like, I'm not dumb, you know what I mean? Like, 100 Thieves are better, as if they're just a better team, you know what I mean? And also, you know, Lost kind of proved why he's invisible on Aphelios. You know what happened? Warren texted me after TSM wins, and I text Warren the time after TSM loses, and I'm like, hey, man, where's Lost, dude? Where's he at, man? He's over here waiting on Aphelios 200 years to do anything.
Oh, that last draft, oh, God, I don't, you know what sucks, though? Only one team's making it out of the 4. That sucks for like, you know, like TSM's down there, EG's down there, Cloud9's down there, Immortals is down there. Like, you know, who that's the real $1 million question. Which team's gonna make it out of there?
Which team's gonna make it? Because so basically Cloud9 to go to Worlds, they would have to beat whoever they're facing, which is gonna be EG, right? And if TSM don't get upset by Immortals, which they shouldn't, Immortals are dog shit, they would have to beat EG and TSM and be in the losers bracket finals to actually make it. Yeah, they have to make the losers bracket finals to get to Worlds.
Which would be the El Clasico, which is
El Clasico, TSM versus Cloud9 to go, just like last year where they had to face each other to go to Worlds, man. Cloud9 getting their revenge. I swear to God, if we face TSM this round, we're gonna fucking beat the shit out of these dudes.
I don't know, that beating from TL,
TL scarred them both. TL scarred Cloud9 and TSM.
Well, we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it more. So, I am congratulations to Alfari for making Worlds. I really can't wait to see. You don't even have to be a TL fan. I just want to see how he holds up against some of the best.
He's played well all year, man. He deserves it more than like pretty much any top laner. Actually, you know, he is the absolute like just a pinnacle of what a top laner should be. And my friend brought this up to the one you met when he tried to help you with your headset. He was like, is Alfari that good outside of laning phase? I mean, I think he is. I think he provides a lot.
This is gonna sound weird. I think Alfari is the Burixon. Like they literally had to do like 4 bans against this dude. Just and even when he was like, even when he's on like a weak side top, he's still barely like. I think the last game he had 0 deaths or something like that, and he like made some really good plays and high kill participation.
Dude, Riot copied our award. They gave out an MVP to Fudge. MIP to Fudge. Like, that's our award. That's my award. I made that award. What the fuck?
I don't think Fudge should have gotten it, honestly.
Fudge shouldn't be MIP. Fudge should be... I think I should have went to, There's another player I had in mind to be MIP. Who did we win? Yeah, we picked Huni for our most improved player, actually. So, oh yeah, Zia, congrats to you, man. Your team is at Worlds again. Congrats to you, man. Yeah, hey man, I knew they're the better team. I knew they would win actually.
I wish TSM had won against 100 Thieves. I
You think
know
they would have won? Oh
they would have
my
won. They would
crap!
have won.
That
Man.
is mega. Stop the cap, Warren. Warren, stop the cap.
100% they would have won that.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
All right, so we're putting on a groper on the stream now. Okay.
So yeah, but before we get into all that, guys, for the LEC, we're gonna have our all pro teams, MIP, MVP. You know, like for people that will watch these back in a couple of months and kind of figure out what the channel's about. For anybody that's new that'll watch, I'm like, oh my god, are these guys legit? I like to always pick out players who generally have improved in a lot of things too. So, dude, I forgot to put another player in my MVP running as well. I make mistakes here too. Like, I know I've been watching League for a long time, but I make mistakes myself. I know I chose Abadage, and definitely after the 100 Thieves series, I was definitely proven correct. That guy is MVP level, but I forgot about FBI. Has FBI not been MVP quality either? Like, I'm not saying he's not. He's been in my first team All-Pro both times this year, actually. So, you know, shout-outs to FBI, who's also was going to potentially be in my MVP conversation, but my brain just forgot him, honestly. Not because he's bad. It's just, when you think about a lot of good players, you just kind of forget some, too. Like, I think Spica was good in the regular season, too. Like, dude, the TSM subreddit was flipping the shit out of Spica. I'm like, come on, guys. He played good in the regular season. He showed MVP quality in the regular season. Like, you can't take all those games and be like, one playoff series means he's trash. It's like, come on. What are we doing here? You know? He did play bad. Him, Spica, Contracts, and Sven Skaren all play like horse shit in these best of fives we're about to fucking talk about in just a moment. So, what did you think about TSM's performance against Team Liquid? That Game 4 draft, I wanted to throw myself out of a window.
Game 5, yeah, the Game 4 draft, sorry, yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this Jarvan pick, man? I was so triggered by that, I wanted to just walk out of my house.
Okay, so I understand it in theory, right? Jarvan Cataclysm, Bard Alt.
Shut up.
Warren, Warren, oh my god, Warren never sees the light in anything. He's just like always negative. Warren, if I gave you a girl right now and I said her to your house and I'm like, hey, just do whatever you want with this guy. And I'm pretty sure he would send her back to me. You're crazy.
Well, first off, here's why the draft's terrible. The draft was awful. Here's the thing.
We'll cover it.
Jarvan. Okay, all right. So I was thinking who could you use for AD jungler, right? I was thinking who was
they banned Olaf. Closer was on Lee Sin, right?
Not Closer. No. Spica was on Lee Sin. So I thought about it. I was like, Viego got banned. Okay, there's Kindred who scales that gives you range, which against I need to pull up the scoreboards for that game, because I was like, wait a second, why did they do this? This is so stupid. Like, there's so many people that's available. So they went with Huni with Lee, which is bad. Camille's gonna outscale. And okay, listen to me. Jace is fine. Jax is fine. Those picks were available, okay? But they didn't go with them. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, so they don't go with Jax. Jax is like legitimately the number one counter to Camille if you want to like counter pick. Why would you? And then Jax outscales and could do the side lane, and we've seen Huni split push. And Jax is not a champion I think Huni can't play. I think Jax is probably easier than a Riven, which I've seen in playoffs by WE, and like Riven's hard. Like we've seen Bubble play.
So we'll cover this series in after like all the other ones. But this is what I'll say about TSM's Game 4 draft that was called into question. So my thing is, okay, so they blind picked LeBlanc into Syndra, and they got nothing out of it, right? And that's a skill matchup, right? You land your chains, you burst out Syndra, she has to recall, you get control of the wave. I understand the matchup, right? That's not Power People just didn't play well. Like, he just was ineffective. And Jensen beat the shit out of this dude. Come on, man. Like he was just not like he was just
I don't understand.
negligible.
Lissandra is a counter pick for against if
Syndra.
against LeBlanc. Like I don't understand. Like the Jax, you could have got Jax. Lee sets you up. LeBlanc's fine. I don't understand. They have a Camille. They have a Xin Zhao. They have a Galio. Where the fuck is Braum? Braum's available. Braum would mess up most of their champions.
For on TSM side, right?
Yeah, like if you pick
Okay.
Braum right there, he stops Syndra's burst.
What are they? Okay, so TL banned away Viego, as you should. It's broken as fuck champion. Viego,
They
Leona,
banned
Renekton, Jace,
fine.
Tom Kinch. TSM banned Gangplank, Thresh, Twisted Fate, Nautilus, and Ezreal. Okay.
Braum would have been fine right here.
Okay, so dude, I get what you were coming from, but you have to factor it this way. They're trying to create a moment where you get a pick with Bard, right, with his ult, or you use his what's that thing he does? The stun he has, his Q, right? Or what they're basically going for in TSM's comp is they're trying to pick people off, right? But there's no one on Team Liquid's side you can really pick off and burst them out effectively unless you're trying to burst out Callista, right? That's how I see TSM's comp, as a pick composition with LeBlanc, Bard stuns, LeBlanc chains, Drummond cataclysms, right? I just think every single thing in TSM's arsenal is just countered by TLs. That's because Galio taunt negates pretty much what? LeBlanc's not jumping into that.
I can answer. How do you pronounce your name? Because I'm just gonna say Lu. Can you just put your pronunciation?
Hun Lu?
Hun Lu. I please put your pronunciation because I don't like messing.
Yeah. Sorry, I know people hate that when you mispronounce their names. Oh, what's up, Ziak and Ziak and Hun Lu. How you guys doing? You guys are always our consistent regulars. How you guys doing? TSM champ is us in general. Also true.
Hun Lu. So if you're not gonna take the Bard, if you're gonna give the Bard over, take Volibear. He disables towers just like Bard. He can gank really well. He scraps really well. He does a lot of damage and he scales. That's your answer right there. Now you put Jax. Jax can dive. Volibear dives. Now you just need. I would have taken Victor because Victor would have been like, okay.
Why does no one respect Victor, dude? Victor would have displaced every single person on TL's comp except for like Camille, right?
Yeah.
With his Gravity Field or Chaos Storm.
Yeah, Chaos Storm and Gravity feels like, and that does a lot of damage. The Aphelios is fine. Just put like Braum. Like you still have a good comp like Jax, Volley, Victor, Aphelios, Braum. What's wrong with that comp?
So, do you think that TSM can't play a pick composition like that? This is essentially a pick composition. I get what they're trying to do. I just don't think that is their playstyle, though.
I think the problem
especially against Team Liquid. Like, why would that work against Team Liquid though? That's not gonna work against them.
I think the problem was they weren't expecting Santorin's pathing, and they weren't expecting the J span. I don't think they were expecting the J span. I think Team Liquid.
TSM doesn't play volley. Warren, you and I both know TSM doesn't play volley.
In fact, Speakers played volley.
Hooney's played volley too, actually.
And also, you could have put the Lee mid, which would give you a lot of setup ability. Like that's the thing. Like the Lee is fine, but either flex it mid. Okay, so here's the thing: you still pick Lee, fine. Now they're wondering what's next. So now you could go Diana, and then you still have volley, or you can go Jax. I just don't understand why not pick the Jax here. Jax outscales Camille. Jax wins. Like Hooney was winning the laning phase with
he actually was doing pretty well, despite Alfari like doing incredible the whole series. Hooney held his own against him. It's like he was fucking getting gapped every game.
I don't care about Core JJ's Bard. I care about the top side is where the winning was going. Like we saw literally. He's won a game on Lee. What are you talking about? He went 1-1. That's still pretty good. 50% win rate. He's played Lee. He's played Viego. The only one champ that he's done terrible on is Lucian. That's
like
it.
That's like his most questionable pick. He always just kind of plays suspect on that one. Lou says, but do you really want to put PoE on Lee though? if you're trying to have the impact of the Lee Sin, which they did not get out of the top lane, I would have flexed Lee to mid. But remember, we're talking from hindsight point of view versus them being in the game. I want people to understand that though. Like, was it just us from hindsight point of view, right? I don't get the Aphelios here. I don't get what he really is getting out of this.
Aphelios scales. It gives them a late game insurance. He outranges Callista. The problem is that if you're gonna have two divers, you have literally. So who's the biggest threats, right, for their comp? Galio, Xin Zhao, Alfari. I mean Alfari, Camille. So Braum literally says, "No bueno. You come in, you're fucked." That's basically what Braum would do right there.
And let's be honest here, it's not like Spica or Power of Evil or Sword Art played well in this game. Let's be honest here. Like, it wasn't even just the champions they chose. Power of Evil just didn't do well at all against Jensen Syndra. Spica got just massively gapped by Santorin of all people.
The game that he got Syndra, he did really well.
Yeah, no, it was just in this game. This was the only bad game of the series, though. You know?
Yeah, like let's be honest. If what's his face doesn't face check, I think it's a different game. Lost. Everybody on the desk was like, "Oh, this game was super close until that last spot." But I mean, Zilak, I'm not gonna be a tool and say that they won. I'm happy for TL. I think that they're probably a good team. I think they're the best chance of getting out of. Well, I'm not gonna. That's actually going to. That's capping. That's capping. But I'm happy for 100 Thieves. I personally feel that TSM matched up better against 100 Thieves because they actually have the head-to-head. Believe it or not, they had options. Like they didn't like. If you pull up the draft, can you just pull up the draft one more time?
Yeah, I'm bringing right now.
I hope so. I think they honestly, Zil. I think they should have just brought Cody Sun in. Honestly, I think Cody Sun would have done.
I think it's about time they consider that. Because, dude, I'm being honest here, he was not present this series. Your team essentially had a 4v5 on the map. It was, like, not useful in any of the games.
I do not agree that PoE can only play mages. Check out his stats for this season. He did not only play.
He played a lot of different champions this year, too.
He played a lot of different combined from like he did. That is a misconception, and I understand that's the narrative that the broadcast does. That he did well on Viego mid. He went 50-50 on Lee. Lucian is his only champion. Pull up his stats because I made sure I pulled it up. I think before the season had ended. He does not have a small. He even played Lulu mid. I think he played Seraphine mid. He's played just as amount of champions as like other mid laners.
Wait a minute. They hovered Ashe right there. I think Ashe would have been. If you're going to go for a pick composition, why are you not picking Ashe then?
Ashe is actually seeing play because of the Halo Blades.
Well, just for their composition overall, right? If you're going for this composition, I think Ashe is better, right?
But Aphelios scales harder.
But it doesn't make sense with the composition they're putting out right here. Wouldn't everything make it easier with Ashe Arrow, Bard Ult, Jarvan Cataclysms, LeBlanc Chains, Lee Sin, Wardhop, Kick Flash, you know? That's just me personally, you know?
But, like, as you see in the draft, look at the bans. Jax is up. Jax literally would make any
Warren is the biggest Jax stan ever, man.
No, look at LPL.
I saw Top Diana earlier. Was that a thing?
No. If anyone saw any of the Suning versus LNG, which is a very good series, it went to 5. The moment Bin blind picked Camille, guess what they did? LNG automatically Jax, and guess what? He couldn't play the game. It was the most disrespectful pick because, believe it or not, Jax counters Gwen, Jax counters Camille. Those are two of the biggest picks right now, and Jax can still split push, and he can sort of team fight if you do it well, depending upon what's around him. So Jax is a really good pick in the and he's a counter pick status champion. So I don't know why they didn't go with the Jax, and Jax scales better than Lee. Maybe they were looking for playmaking, pick potential, which they don't. Now the problem is too, they didn't have any globals. Like the globals, GB was gone. Twisted Fate's gone. I'm sure we're going to analysis, but the key thing out of here is I think that if you get rid of Lee, you put Jax, it's a different game.
So my thing here with their composition is like nothing. That kind of composition would work against someone like Dignitas, IMT, right? Picking them off, running over, right? TSM style for the LCS 2021 Summer Split regular season was not lane for very long. Speaker roams, Power of Evil roams, bot lane, they dive, Sword Art roams to mid, PoE gets a kill, he starts roaming. Most of what they were doing in the regular season, at least for this Summer Split right now, was they would get out of laning phase as fast as they could and start roaming around the map and getting kills. Now, that's not going to work against a team like Team Liquid. It just won't, because their laners are not going to let that happen, though. And we saw that during the series, though. And I think they had some sort of like a playstyle identity crisis where they didn't know what to do when they got out of laning phase against a team that knew exactly how to fight them.
I'll tell you what happened, too.
Like, dude, they weren't even laning half the split. They would lane, obviously, like 15 minutes, and then Sword Art would roam, right?
I don't believe this, Zilak. I'm sorry. That's the same narrative for a lot of like literally. If I were to pull up his champion pool this season, he did
bring out the receipts. Let's bring the receipts up.
I'll pull up POEs, but the game, like you say, it was a Bard denial, but yet he played Bard 2 games, Sword Art. Like the problem wasn't the fact. The problem was that TSM only got red side once. Every game that TL won was on red side, so they didn't get
right.
So I mean, that plays a factor in how they're gonna draft. But I believe that there was once we go through the entire series on another thing, red side was the key thing. Like Renekton is strong, right? But they want Renekton's not the strongest champ. Personally, in my opinion, right now, even in solo queue, but they went with it. Like,
don't let LS hear you say that. Renekton is like first pick LPL fucking must ban champion.
I'll fart in his mouth. Shut up.
Don't tell me Renekton is not OP as fuck, Warren. I'm just kidding. No. But TL banned it anyway. TL banned it because Renekton is a strong champion, especially in Hooney's hands. Holy fuck, it's scary as hell.
Let me mute and I'll find it. I'll find that while you chat.
Alright guys, yeah, so let's go over some of the playoff series, because that was with my personal issue with TSM during the LCS 2021 Summer Split regular season, was that they were just only securely laning for like 15 minutes, and they probably potentially thought that could be a great style to use against like the lower tier teams, which it was. That's a good thing to do against the lower tier teams. You want to make sure that they were being proactive, obviously. But against a team like Team Liquid, that's just not going to happen, though. They tried to do that, and it was just not working, though. Like, a team like Team Liquid is not going to be able to be exploited by that kind of playstyle, though. That kind of playstyle works against any team, not Team Liquid. They just have the caliber of players to just hold that back. But let's talk about the best of 5 series that happened day by day by day by day, actually. And we're going to do our predictions at the end of the episode, where we're going to talk about our predictions for the next best of 5 as we go. And you know, Z, I want to talk about that 100 Thieves EG best of 5 what Danny was playing so well. Okay, yeah, you want to show that first?
I got the screen up. So count MSK, count 1, how many champions.
3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 9. You played 12 different champions this play. That's not bad.
That's a lot. Like, okay.
This is like 3 days of gameplay too. This is like triple games we're playing every single week here for 9 weeks straight.
Like, granted,
he picked Orianna 4 times, Victor 4 times, Azir 4 times, LeBlanc 3rd. His most picked was Orianna, Victor, Azir, obviously. His second most picked was LeBlanc. He played Vio twice. That's a pretty diverse champion pool he's got right there. It's his usual shit, but he plays more than a few champions, you know?
Yeah, it's not as small. And then if you scroll up, yeah, he played a little in the mid-season showdown, but like he's played a lot of, like, if you come across the entire, like, he played a lot of champions this split. Like, that is a terrible narrative that just needs to go away. Like, but that's just my opinion. I'm done with that. But
you're fine, dude. No problem. All right, the first best of 5 that happened on, was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday was.
I didn't watch this. I'm sorry. I knew they were gonna lose.
Okay. So the best thing I could say about this is like Xerxes is the best player on Immortals, and Afromu did play really well in like the playoffs. He played good in the regular season. It just sucks that I think Neo, Afro, and Acadian are solid players overall. Like, I think they're a solid trio. It's just that Fake God and Yasui are just so fucking bad, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. They need better solo laners. That's it. There's nothing else more I can say about Dignitas. They're just not good. Now, is that me being negative on Fake God or Yasui? No, I'm just saying, though, if they want to improve, they need to not play these two solo laners anymore. It's showing why these guys cannot hold their own against Immortal level players. Like, the Immortal level players aren't, like, fucking out of this world insane. Revenge, Insanity, Raze, Destiny. Like, come on here. You know, if the solo laners on Dignitas can't even hold those kind of players back, you need to change up the roster. I think you should keep Acadian. He played okay, Xmithy kind of level during the split. Not on that tier of Xmithy, but like just on a consistent basis where he covered the lanes perfectly fine. Neo is a good ADC. I think he's underrated in some aspects and overrated in some. Fine ADC. Afro was still a pretty good support. I mean, he made a lot of plays where they shouldn't have been able to get back into some of these games. So that's my thing with Dignitas. We won't be hearing about Dig until the 2021 offseason. So, Warren, anything you want to say on Dignitas before we go away from this best of 5?
They were a budget team that overperformed, and they got, first round and got dragged down. I thought they maybe could have done okay, but hopefully they have money saved up because I know they didn't spend. No offense to those players, I'm sure they didn't.
They have a crypto sponsor. They're good.
I'm sure that they can get some quality players. So I think the offseason looks good for them. They have something. I think you keep Neo. I think you keep I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know. I think you just.
They have a good core players for Acadian, Neo, and Afro. They just need better soul laners. Or if not better, get serviceable good soul laners. Just get serviceable good soul laners. That's all you need. Now, will it make them win splits like TSM and Cloud9 and Team Liquid? No, but it'll make them a lot more competitive, is what I can say to that, you know?
Yeah, I'll say to that. I can't wait to break down the games, Zilak, because I could break down these drafts and tell you what when we break down these games on the next podcast. Because I'm looking at the drafts, I'm like, this is stupid. That's a dumb pick. That's a dumb pick. I'm like, okay, this is dumb. This is retarded. Like I don't. Like I don't know what Bjergsen's on, man. I really don't.
He's on that Danish crack, man. That Danish crack is something special, you know.
Yeah, but I thought that was. I didn't watch this series. I watched one game. And I was like, okay, this is a 3-0. And then I saw.
Yeah, like IMT just have the better players though. It's a literally better player diff. All right, the next best of 5 was Cloud9 versus Golden Guardians.
Garbage.
This Cloud9 just beat the shit out of them. Now, is this the series where Cloud9 makes the losers bracket run to Worlds 2021?
No.
Hey man, this is all. It all starts right here, man. Come on, Warren. Who wants to buy into the C9 hype train like your boy always has been on? You guys know I love Cloud9 and G2. They're my favorite ords. Okay, no sneaky, no MSI is what you mean, right?
No sneaky, no worlds.
So, with me personally, as you guys know, I love Cloud9, I love G2, and Cloud9 will always be my favorite esports org, at least in the LCS and anything they do. But I want to make this known to people because they call me like you're being so toxic if that's your favorite team. I'm not gonna dick suck them. They were playing bad. What do you want me to say? Everything's going peachy okay when the whole map is falling apart and they're all just griefing every game. No, I'm gonna be very honest when it happens. I'm gonna be an honest fan. Doesn't just fucking dick suck all the time. It doesn't happen. That's what Warren does to TSM. Warren will defend anything TSM related, just like what Ziak brought up to him.
I wish you could show the DMs because I sent you a text. I was like, man, they played pretty bad. I literally said they played bad. I'm like, guys, I literally sent this man a text like that was a terrible game. I sent him Matt, you can show him DMs. I hate when TSM plays bad.
I hate when I know the players that we have on this roster can perform to a certain level. Do I think Labber played bad during the split? Yes. Do I think Perks played bad during the split? Yes. Do I think that Sven played bad? Kinda. he kind of got fucked over a little bit, so he played serviceable for the situation he was thrown in, right? Vulcan didn't look that good. I had none of the players on Cloud9 in my All-Pro teams, except for, like, Fudge. He was in my second team. Like that obviously proves I'm not biased. Like, if that doesn't show you're not biased, I don't know what the fuck is. Dude, these people on, like, Twitter, I mean, Caps definitely is, like, second best All-Pro mid laner. You're a crackhead if you think that. You are a blatant crackhead if you think that. So, that'll show you guys. That'll show you guys I am not biased. Now, with this best of 5, I mean, let's be honest here, guys. None of us even thought for a second Golden Guardians would win. Look how...
Of course I did.
Sure, Warren. Go smoke that crack then. Oh my god. So, Cloud9, they just beat the shit out of these guys. There's no real analysts here. They just kind of just beat the shit out of them. So yeah, dude, Golden Guardians are out. Is there anything you want to say on this organization before we go on to EG versus 100 Thieves?
I think you keep Iconic and you keep.
That guy's terrible. What?
I mean, I think you keep Licorice and a Blaze Olive, and then
yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
And you get rid of the other 3. Stixay is just done. I'm sorry. No offense to the guy, he's just done.
He's been dead for years, dude.
He's going to a retirement home like Darshan and stay in academy.
Hey, 2 former CLG players going to retirement. Oh my god.
Retire in academy and be an academy challenger player.
Forever.
Academy winner. So.
Yeah, ZX says there's a cursed theory where if EG beats both TSM and Cloud9, imagine how disappointed both teams will be after spending huge. I'd be disappointed, dude. If I spent that kind of money and my organization didn't make Worlds, I mean, but EG did spend big too. Like, they put in a lot of work too. So if they went to Worlds, I wouldn't like it. I think they'd do well at Worlds for NA standards, but it would suck if Cloud9 didn't go to Worlds again. Oh my god, dude, that'd be fucking awful.
That'd be great for me. I don't care if TSM does make it. I don't care if as long as Cloud9 doesn't make Worlds, my life is complete.
Man, so when Cloud9 make Worlds, I'm gonna make sure I text more and tell them, hey, I told you so. Cloud9, who's on that C9 hype train once again? Because I've been always here. I never left, so you know. But overall, like, okay, so this series to me was a nice, good stepping stone. I think some teams need series like this to give them that confidence boost back.
Stepping stone on Golden Garbage? Or
No. Just on a mental aspect, right? Some teams just need to have series or best of ones like this to show and give them that confidence back. That's all they need this for. They knew they were going to win, but you just need this to have the level of confidence where you might have lost it facing other teams. Right. That's all you need. You just need this as a stepping stone. That's all you need this for.
All right, Lou. I'm just gonna say Lou. So Lou, it's the same reason that I was shooting myself in the dick when I saw MSF give Viego over so many times. So, like, are you really giving Inspired Viego all the time, dude? Like, are you serious? Like, this man has been popping off, and you keep going with this like Viego. I don't know.
Lou, calm down. We're gonna get to it right now. We're getting to it. 100 Thieves versus EG, the true match of the fucking week. This was an absolute banger to watch. I got off early at work, came home, watched this series. Oh my god, this was so fucking insane to watch. This was a back and forth series. All right, so Warren, what did you like about this series? Did you like this series overall? Or you thought it was overrated, or?
I thought Danny kept up with FBI and showed why he's gonna be a promising ADC for years to come. I thought the drafts were good. I thought that, like, people say tanks are bad, but yet Impact played Ornn. Like, yeah, tanks are bad. Yep, tanks are bad, but yet Ornn is still a annoying ass champ. And by the way, does anyone realize that Ornn dicks on Renekton in a like, there's so, like, I never get why people say Renekton is such a good champion. Renekton is good. I don't get me wrong, because
they're just not choosing to play Ornn because, like, I don't know why. I don't know why teams don't respect Ornn more. Impact proved in this series Ornn's still a very, very, very viable pick. Now, okay, we have to break down all the narratives and the gameplay too. So they gave closer Viego 4 games in a row. That, if that's not bad drafting, I don't know what is. And then Danny does this amazing play in Game 4 to bring them back into the series, right? Then you know what they do? Instead of giving him a carry, they give him a mage bot lane. What the? Jizuke also played like dog shit this best of 5. Let's be honest here. Yeah, so like this. Okay, so to me, Lou and Zia, because I know you guys are 100 Thieves fans. I thought Someday played like dog shit most of the summer split. I really did. This best of 5 proved he's still good, but I want to see. I want to see him back at the same level I have accustomed with Someday. He played bad during the split. I get it, best of one's nature. But I have to take that into consideration when I'm making like analysis, right? He played good in this best of 5, and like before going into this best of 5 in general, 100 Thieves had the weakest top laner though. I mean, Impact, Fudge, Huni, Alfari all played better than Someday, and he still proved this series he can still contend with the big boys. Now, in terms of EG using like contracts and closer, right? It didn't matter. Closer just beat the shit out of them. I
mean, Svenskeren, they used
Svenskeren in game 5, right? But it didn't matter, right? Contracts and Svenskeren were just useless. Contracts just played like ass. You know what I mean? Like 100 Thieves just beat the shit out of them in this first game. The second game, what was the second game? Second game. Yeah, this was the one where they had Jace and Danny on Tristana is just insane, right?
Impact is a terrible Jace. Don't ever put him back on that. Like,
yeah, he's carried on champions this split, but definitely not on that champion. He's not a Jace player. I don't care what no one says.
You can tell he's not a Jace player. Like, me and my friends were like talking about how he was playing the laning phase and everything. It was terrible. Like
he's not like. I'll give you guys Renekton. I'll give you guys any of Impact's champions. I love Impact. He was an MVP. Dude, Impact to me was an MVP quality player during the split. That Jace play was some of the worst I've ever seen. That shit was terrible, dude. I was like, you gotta go back to Korea and learn some shit from Khan or something how to play Jace, dude. But he played good on everything else. Jizuke played bad this fucking series, man. Outside of this game, Jizuke played like crap.
Yeah, he has been good. He
Dude, come on, man. Jizuke's Lucian looked like fucking. I don't even know. I can't use those words on this fucking stream because it's league, but Jizuke looked like trash. So bad.
He looked like Aika, probably sometimes.
What's up, Trackhawk? How you doing, man?
Yo, how you guys doing, man?
Doing pretty good. What did you think about EG versus the 100 Thieves, actually?
I thought that EG looked substantially better than I thought they were going to. I legitimately thought that 100 Thieves were just going to raffle stomp them into next week. And they at least kept it competitive. So...
I actually predicted 100 Thieves to win anyway. Like I thought they were just the better team in general. Even though EG totally had a hot streak, these are just the better players though. And like you didn't like contracts. They bring in contracts and they bring in Svenskeren in game 5. And I'm thinking to myself, more in the future, I'm thinking about this and I'm going to myself, Svenskeren's done. He doesn't like the 6-man roster thing. He said that's the reason why he left Cloud9. He didn't like hate Cloud9. He didn't like splitting time. So you can count Svenskeren off EG. You can already write that as a done deal. Write me a check to the bank. I know this for we know this for a fact. No one's gonna lie. You'd be like Svenskeren's gonna stay on this roster after they put him in game 5.
No.
Come on, man.
Nah, dude, no. Like, yeah, okay. Svenskeren is a good jungler, but Contracts is basically just this is gonna sound crazy, but a less reliable blabber when it comes to his
I agree. No, I agree.
Realistically, EG was basically just the Danny show. I really like Impact was solid, but we expect Impact to be solid. We expect him to, at the very least.
Fucking Jace. Get him off that champion. Never again.
Okay.
Never again.
Ignore
let's talk about this amazing Danny play that happened. So let me
yes.
This was one of the best plays I have ever seen in a long time. This man was over here going on fucking Cloud9 and shit, doing his best fucking faker cosplay. All right, there's an after the play, and then I'll show you guys. I don't want to see shit.
Yeah, I love.
I watched that live, dude. That was like,
it was
okay. So 100 Thieves definitely messed up. They definitely did. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that Danny didn't do a good play. I love people go, well, 100 Thieves made bad decisions, and they should never have let Danny do that. To be fair, that's how the best players are born, from people making mistakes like that.
Every great play is only possible because somebody made a mistake and somebody capitalized on that mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Faker versus Ryu is not... It's amazing because the mistakes that were made by Ryu are so minute that nobody else could have possibly capitalized on them. but this is just I fucking love this so much. Danny's playing aggressive. He's got the right target priority, and yeah, 100 Thieves they messed up, but they also in a way kind of did the right play. They pincered him. It's just Danny was on fucking fire with that, like the FBI dropping on him and then healing up later into the it's just like, yes. Oh, this is how ADCs are supposed to be able to win games.
So someone asked, like, why did 100 Thieves not go and take the inhibs? Because someone said he only really got that because they played bad. Yes, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but that didn't happen that way. Now, I'll say this. 100 Thieves, Abadage and somebody right there could just go take these inhibs right there. They really can. They could walk and just, actually, they could just get 2 inhibs, push the lanes. That's all you, push bot wave, right? Or clear out this wave so it doesn't, like, keep going. They could do that. They legitimately could go and take 2 inhibs for free. They have 2 inhibs right there for free, and they choose to chase a Tristana. Now, I get it. Rise, point, click, CC, snare, right? Gangplank barrels. They should kill him. There's no... Oh, yeah. They massively fucked up. They did.
And the problem is, once you've committed to it, it's like, okay, you can't... Yeah, they just...
Somebody didn't throw a barrel. Somebody didn't throw a barrel. Was he fucking, I don't know, Narnia or some shit?
They were playing Endless
Fog War, yeah.
No, he threw a barrel in his mind. Like, what the fuck? Look, I'll play it right again for you. This man has enough, he has full mana to throw barrels. He uses 2 right there, okay? Wait till it comes up. No, he just runs straight in. What the fuck?
Well, to be fair, he thought he had Q up, but Danny just...
And why didn't Rise use W? Rise has W. I know for sure he has W. W's like a 30-second cooldown.
If you watch this, he rune prisons, yeah.
He does, yes.
Then they plant the ward. Someday goes for the Q. He misclicks. So on that corner, there is a really tricky bit where if you're close mouse clicking, your character can sometimes get caught up, and you end up like pathing back and forth. My bet is that's what happened there on Someday, when he was just trying to go in and basically just Q Tristana. Because a single gangplank Q at that point, yeah, GG. It's done. As for why they went for that, in my mind, it's because they think they can win the game. They think they can basically just go in, kill the Tristana, get quick, and then they still have 30 seconds to get in, get the inhibs, and potentially win the game.
You know what's crazy, dude, about this game that Danny won for them? 100 Thieves are still up in gold. Their mental broke so fast. I'm like, you guys haven't even lost the game yet. It's not over. I mean, yeah, you fucked up right here massively bad, but it's not like you lost the game. They really could have still won. Before this Danny play, they were winning this entire game. They had it. They were winning. It's over. Jizuke's doing his best impression of Italian Stallion fucking taking a bat to a fucking horse's kneecaps or some shit. Because he was playing like ass during this split. Or, sorry, this best of 5. So, that's my problem with the 100 Thieves is like, their mental collapsed right when that happened. That is something they have to make sure that doesn't happen. Because he made this big play with Tristana, that's fine, but they weren't losing this game though. Even when the game's over, they're still up in gold, you know?
No, exactly. And to be fair, the reason why this is going to sound bad. The reason why I don't feel like 100 Thieves or EG or really any team outside of realistically, I can't even say Team Liquid and Cloud9 right now, but it's like the teams that are doing really well right now, 100 Thieves and EG, will not be able to perform in Worlds, I feel, simply because they do not have the mental fortitude to go through a full best of 5. They proved it in this game that, as soon as they...
Tracker, can I interrupt
right
here?
Before
we even talk about best of 5, let's get to a quarterfinals first.
I think Team Liquid's already qualified for Worlds, so...
No, I'm talking... Let's get to a quarterfinal first before we even think about.
You mean Worlds? Yeah, fair. That's that's fair. That's
fair. NA at Worlds, lol.
Yeah.
All right, so this game right here, this is the game where I'm going EG. All right, what the fuck? So Danny just has this massive carry performance, right? And EG, you're like, you know what? I know you just play carries. How about a mage bot lane with Rakan? Okay, sure.
I mean, to be fair, you can also if we're going to talk about that, we may as well just talk about the fact that a certain team drafted Jarvan.
Oh, that's the next one. That's the next one to go over, actually.
It wasn't the Jarvan pick, but I'll
drafts.
The Jarvan was bad.
Oh my god, I want to give a shout out to Huhi here. He was so good on Rel in this game. Oh my god, those Rel engages were just a work of art. He got, even during the laning phase, FBI and Huhi were winning this, even early on. Now, look, like, even before closer comes, they were winning this game. Yeah. Laning phase, they already won. Danny, he's not good on... Like, that's my thing, though, with a lot of the NA ADCs. They don't play Ziggs. The only ADC that's played Ziggs is Raze, to a good degree. He's the only person that's played Ziggs.
I'll explain the reason why. They have Viego, who is late game and scales. They have Lucian that does fine. That's why you can't go another AD. The only other choice they had for AP would have been Syndra, but I'm not sure.
And dude, you're right. But the thing here is, like, I would give Danny the carry pick, not Jizuke. That guy should have been on anything but Lucian. You know, he was playing bad the whole best of 5 except for game 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the bigger sus for me, is the fact that Jizuke. Sure, Lucian is a broken champion right now, but frankly speaking, Danny is a substantially better. Danny is the AD carry. Jizuke is not. Jizuke is not a Perks. He is not a Power of Evil. I have not seen him carry on Lucian against top tier teams. So fucking just, Lucian's a meta pick, but just fucking ignore it. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, Abadage is going to play Lucian? Yeah, okay. Abadage is going to play Lucian, and you're probably going to get a free win because Abadage's Lucian is...
Just actual dog shit.
It's so the
Once I saw that, I was like, this best of 5's over.
The drafting was just horrendous, and unfortunately, I feel like 100 Thieves and Team Liquid are just taking advantage of the fact that their individual players are, better than a lot of the other league's players, and they're just getting away with these horrible drafts. You do this kind of drafting at Worlds, you will lose against even a fucking wild card team, which at this point that's basically
especially if you give Viego over 4 times during a fucking series,
Yeah, like Viego, literally the reason that Misfits and Rogues are a thing in EU right now, and the most broken champion currently in the game, I would say. And
oh yes, also FBI and Huhi, 4 bans every single game toward them. Did matter. That's crazy, man. That, like, 100 Thieves should be in the finals, like I predicted early on during the year. They're gonna be in the finals. I think they'll beat Team Liquid, honestly.
I hope they do. Team Liquid does not deserve.
Oh my god, Trackhawk. Oh my god.
Oh, I hate it. I so hate it. They don't fucking. To be fair, TSM C9 don't deserve to be in the finals either.
Yeah, true.
I think EG versus 100 Thieves is a more deserving finals than what we're probably gonna get.
Like, I don't know, man. And also during this game, what really threw me off is, like, Svenskeren comes in, gets Viego, focuses top side, right? But he puts no resources bot lane, and the bot lane's the one winning for 100 Thieves. So he probably, and this is before, like, closer came down and ganked for them. So what Svenskeren could do instead of focusing on Gnar, because he pretty much just tried to camp Gnar, none of that mattered though. Every bit of lane pressure he put out and every bit of gank he actually threw towards Impact didn't matter. He's ganking for a tank. What's that really gonna get you? I think in this game, it's all gonna go like, okay, if Svenskeren comes in and loses them the series, he gets most of the blame, right? But he still made bad decisions during the game, right? Did he not? This man is over here camping Gnar when LeBlanc and fucking Aphelios and Rel are taking over the game.
Okay, but I agree that he should have been bot side a little bit as well. However, part of it is when you're playing a Ziggs bot lane, it's supposed to be a free lane.
Also true, he's really strong in the bot lane right now.
What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna try and fucking dive a Ziggs who's just gonna minefield satchel charge. He's got his ult to try and get out of situations where you can't clear the lane. Like, Ziggs is supposed to be basically as another version of Ezreal. And so I feel like they drafted and they were like, okay, in this situation, you can go ahead and focus top lane because you're never going to gank a LeBlanc. like double dash LeBlanc with flash. Okay, yeah, have fun trying to gank that as Viego. Not gonna happen. And so what do? You go topside. You focus the Gnar, and they did. And Gnar is a pathetic pick into Scion, and you can get your tank rolling and everything. Unfortunately, what they didn't account for is Danny and Ignar deciding that we don't actually want to play this free lane. We just want to throw. And so they didn't play safe at all.
They're engaging. You have Ignar walking so close to Rail. Of course she's gonna jump on you. What?
Yeah,
it's like he was baiting for ganks and it just completely just didn't work.
Yeah. What were the bans this game?
I don't remember.
Let me go back and look right now. Let me go put it up my ass.
That's it. Wait, stop her right there. So,
all right. So your Syndra's already out.
All right, playing just 1 second. Let me speed up for a second. Right.
Victory.
Oh, right there. Let's let it play after that, and we'll show. Yeah, the bans were so suspect on EG's side. Like, they banned Tristana themselves.
Yeah, it was weird.
A shit show they're playing up in here. That's some TSM level drafting right there.
Okay, so stop it right here. Okay, so Tom Kench is available. Okay.
Yep.
They have Set that can dive that backline. That's available.
Mm-hmm.
They have Aurelia that can play the mid lane. That's available.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who else could you play in the top lane? Because I'm again.
I'm actually not seeing a Tristana or a Rise ban. So like, yeah, where's the Trist?
There's Wukong that's available.
Where's Jizuke's best champion?
Like I don't get like how, like, why do you like Set is still good in the top lane? Like people still can play him. He's not he loses to Gnar, but okay, you lose to Gnar, but he's gonna get, like, if Set goes on, like literally if Set gets in the backline, Aphelios is dead. Like straight up, he's dead.
Let's take a look at this. So you pick Viego,
it's fine,
Ziggs, and Lucian in your first round, and
Diana's up, which is weird.
Diana's up. Like, this is drafts aren't everything, but Jesus Christ, guys, Jesus Christ, you like at least draft to win. Holy crap!
Rise is open. That's his best champion. They're like, you know what? Fuck it, he doesn't need his best champion.
Rise is open, so you could literally go
Rise plays well into LeBlanc too. Fuck.
Or you could even do, and even if you went with Viego, you can have Lissandra mid. Lissandra's is a hard count. Is one of the good counters against her, and she's gives a good engage as well. And she's not like, I've seen her played in. Or if you really want to be supportive, go with Lulu mid. Lulu mid works. Like I don't like just like go Lulu mid. Put him on a hard carry bot lane, and I mean I don't know. Oh, and also Cassio was available this game, but Cassio's short range, so that's the problem right there. Oh, but unless you go Victor bot lane, but I don't know if you would really want to try that. But that's me.
No, it was all around. It was like 100 Thieves. I knew they were going to take it. I'm really happy that EG was at least able to, take it to them, and drive it to a game 5, which was, it was good. It was great. And that's pretty much all I got to say because
the next best of 5 is sure gonna make Warren happy, and I hate Warren. I hate Warren so much. Oh, don't you love Bjergsen? Look how cute he looks in his suit and shit. Fucking Danish sexy motherfucker.
So the first draft was fine.
Yeah.
First draft
was totally fine.
Totally fine. Okay, let's go to the part that's important, where Lost was playing Ender's game and decided to get fought by the aliens.
Dude, you didn't have an ADC this series. You're playing legit 4v5. The fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just actual bot lane diff. Put it in tactical
and
Encore JJ though.
Can we talk about the fact that he was farming with his Q instead
While
of like using it
his autos to fucking help his support, like actual brain dead logic right there. Let's actually watch that again to see I'll show you how brain dead that was when I saw that. All right,
Like, look.
Leona's getting attacked, flayed back, just getting her asshole just gaped in shit. He just like walking around doing nothing. What the fuck? I saw that live, I saw that live, and I was like, this series is over. He just actually isn't even in the game. His brain is somewhere else. Warren, anything you want to say about your ADC's brain not being there? His brain just fucking collapsed.
His brain is lost. There's your pun for the game.
God, dude. And then once they kept diving him, he went bot lane alone without his support, and he knew they roamed away. He saw, even since he did not see Santorin on the map. But you see, I think in this game, Santorin pathed away where like you would tell he's gone and he's probably heading towards bot side. So yeah, just all around, just their brains are off. I don't know what happened in this best of 5. Maybe they had scrims and they got beaten in scrims so bad to the point where they just felt like they couldn't maybe handle the series. I don't know. That was just like yikes.
Yeah, Power of Evil.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Again, Lissandra's available, but they don't want to. Lulu's available, they don't want to play Lulu. Okay,
well,
if
they
you're
can't. They can't play the supportive mids. TSM can't because Power of Evil has to be the carry because Power of Evil is Bjergsen
5.0.
I'm not even going to give him the credit of being like close to the 1.
Personally, he would have been. If I guarantee, if Power U was on Lulu or Lissandra, the game's going to be different because Huni's doing fine. He's up in CS. Yeah. He's like a Lulu on Aurelia is pretty game changing. Last I saw, so I don't know. And Lissandra can lock down people, which would give Ziggs a setup for Wombo combo if you want.
Also, yes, Lou. They had 2 weeks prepared for this. Now, I want to throw this analogy out there though. This is where like the buy can be good and bad because not playing on the stage for like a week or so could develop some bad habits from scrims. This just happens in any sport in general though. When you take like a week off and you come back, that's just in part of it. If you guys watch pro wrestling or UFC, when a wrestler or fighter doesn't come back for a bit to the stage, it's just different. They got to get adjusted to it. But they did have 2 weeks prepared for this. Plus, Team Liquid, you got to give them credit for this. They have been like one of the best teams. If they don't win the split, that's crazy based off the level of gameplay they've shown so far. Is that because TSM and Cloud9 played just that much worse? Is TSM Team Liquid good? No, I legitimately think TL are playing good. I don't think it's because their competition is bad. Yeah, because Team Liquid made fucking Lost not auto-attack his fucking bot lane opposition. Yeah, because they sure have control over that, right?
But like for the most part, the game is pretty even. For the most part, it's here where it starts.
They were competitive this game. This game they were competitive outside bot lane not even being there.
The first game was still fine. Like the goals even. It's like okay. Even though they got the kills, okay, great. But please, let's go to the real part of the game where the game's over. The game's over when Lost is playing Jumanji.
He sure wasn't playing League of Legends. I don't know what game he was playing. He was trying to make sure he's fucking unemployed next year. Holy shit. Oh my god. But let's go to game 2. This was game.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this was the game they won, right? This was the game they won. I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, they lost. This game 3 they won. Game 2 they lost.
Game 3 they won. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's go to game... Because this was the close game. I thought they had a chance of winning this game, actually. Honestly.
What? That game 2?
Game 1. No, game 1.
Okay, good. Because I was going to be like, yo.
Alright, so this is game 2. This is when Huni took the Wukong. Okay, I remember this game, actually. Took Rel.
I mean, he got camped so bad. Like
they wanted to make sure he did not play League of Legends at all.
This is the life of a top laner, honestly. Watch this game. This is the life.
Yeah, no, this is the Dyrus simulator right here. They were like, you can take Dyrus off of the TSM, but you can't take the treatment of the top lane off. And I love how they tried to do the same thing. They were like, hey, Alfari, hey.
Sword Art takes 3. Look at this shit! Sword Art takes 3 tower shots just for no reason. And they don't even jungle the aggro. I want to look at how much abysmal macro level went into this before they got the kill. He takes 3 tower shots just jungling that. No one jungling it at all. If TL chose to collapse on that, they all could have been dead. Just saying.
Yep. Or at least
little things like that.
Yeah.
That is like super suspect, you know? And I don't think they're a bad team. Like I truly don't think TSM are a bad team. They're just... I don't know what you call this, though. I really don't. Where they just... What do you call this? Choking... I don't know, fucking just playoffs showing their true colors? I don't know what you call this, honestly.
I don't know. Like... because this game was close up until one point where I think they went like they just lost a major team fight like from a flank and something. The Wukong was like the drafts aren't bad. Like the drafts.
Wukong's a good pick in the Jays if you play it right.
Yep.
I honestly
100%.
think why not just put him on Victor against LeBlanc? It's a fine matchup.
Because probably a comfort pick. He probably was like, oh, I've been playing Azir a lot and it's been working out really well. So let's just continue with Azir. Plus, it does, to be fair, it does pair pretty well with the Wukong. So you can basically just wall with a Wukong on the side, so you can get these nice little wombo combos and stuff like that. Victor, I suppose you could do the exact same thing with the Chaos Storm on top of Beyblade, but it.
Oh, this is where the game. This is where the game got lost. This was literally where the game got lost. So I was like, okay.
Because you know what? I'm just gonna walk in that position where I know they're right there, just to literally get what's that word? Massacred. He literally got massacred. What the fuck, dude? Okay, I put some of these TSM players, in my all-pro teams. I generally think they played good in the regular season. I generally think that. Okay, he sees all of them coming and doesn't even bother running. He just stays there. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, so
to be part of it was the pillar, but
before he even has a pillar come, there's right here. He can automatically leave. Before that, he's just kind of wandering here. Maybe he thinks that Lost will use his ultimate, but we know that guy's brain hasn't existed this whole fucking best of 5.
I think he thought he was out of range of the pillar.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's a good pick, but no, the entire
sequence.
Yeah. The entire sequence was a little bit sus.
Just because Rift Herald, holy shit! Oh no, mercy!
Well, to be fair, if they didn't have vision, they would have been fine. They did a good. If you look at their vision was really good. That's what denied like any of the flanks. Because let's look in the reality that it's hindsight. We're looking. If they don't have the vision, LeBlanc gets like. He claps tactical or Corday Gay, and then Huni comes in with a nice ult. So I'm gonna credit TL. They had real good vision setup.
And no, Lou, you're right. Core JJ played amazing this series.
Core JJ.
When you're
MVP
married,
as usual.
When you're married, the poon can motivate you. So.
Oh, the wife buff. You gotta get that wife buff, like Upset did. His wife is actually pretty fucking cute. Holy shit, that man is lucky. But let's go to the game that TSM actually won, so Warren can have some level of.
So what happened when TSM gets red side? Oh, that's your dad, huh?
That's Trackhawk's dad. What the fuck? What the heck? Oh my god, Trackhawk, you just sniff your hand or some shit just randomly,
Oh yeah.
Actual white guy shit you guys do.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You guys be saying like you're dead serious about shit.
So this is
Alright, so this is the actual game TSM won, so Warren doesn't commit suicide when watching TSM play.
Oh well, I mean it wasn't look what happened when you put Huni on. Look what happened when you give them the proper picks and early game aggression, and you don't get blue side. Mm-hmm. I just think that TSM this week when they go, they're gonna prepare blue side better than they did. Like I don't think they were prepared for TL's blue side picks, and I think they might have gotten pigeonholed in certain things as well. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. But we saw PoE popped off on Syndra, Lost did great. He went 4-0-8 on.
This is the only game he had a brain. Happens. That is brain back.
Ezreal requires a brain, so it was kind of mandated as part of the contract. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, none of the teams really look ready for Worlds.
Right now I'm only just focused on the playoffs. Worlds is another beast to tackle when it gets to it.
Listen, Top Esports is not even gonna be attending Worlds, considering they got knocked there early. So and Suning. So don't tell me that right now.
So basically, what you're saying is we pray to God that all of the good competition gets knocked out, and we can have the Worlds fiesta.
I love the YouTube chat when I was watching this best of 5. They're going like, yeah, TSM going to World 06 speed run. It's like, holy fuck, dude. Dude,
06 airport.
people
road.
hate TSM so much, and like I get it. TSM has did shitty things to get hate, but it's like, come on, sometimes you gotta just lay off. By the way, I checked the TSM subreddit for the first time ever, and the amount of copium I saw there was crazy. People were actually saying the drafting was not a problem at all. Fuck.
Yeah, but
Also,
but you,
in a TSM Legends episode, there was an episode where Bjergsen was like, "Just fucking can't do it with this team," and just walked out.
Even Bjergsen's like, fuck.
Bjergsen
man.
just can't do it. Bjergsen just can't do it, man. If
Even
Bjergsen can't do it, no one can.
okay, but we saw what happened when we put I was about to say Hooney on a Hooney on a aggressive pick, PoE on Syndra. Like again, like I still think that I'm pretty sure that Bjergsen said, you know what, my bad, because I know he messed up that draft. There's no way. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go to game 4 since you want to go there and lick on your scrotum because they lost. It's fine. I mean, Cloud9 lost too, by the way.
Oh yeah, if
by
Cloud9
luck.
goes,
That was by luck, though.
can we just? I pray to God that neither TSM or Cloud9 go to Worlds.
No, dude. I want my Worlds emoji. Fuck you. That's all I need that shit for.
It's just
my
been.
God.
Yep.
All right, here's the game that Team Liquid absolutely just actually. They legitimately just beat the shit out of them because of TSM's abysmal level of drafting skills. They pick a pick composition and fail with it.
Hey, let's take Lee Sin, and we're gonna put Hooney on it. Okay, so what speaker can I play? Jarvan. Oh, sweet. So are we gonna pair it with like Orianna or like anything that kind of like makes a good little wombo combo or anything? Aphelios. Okay, but like Aphelios is just gonna be dicked around by the entire comp. No.
He's not gonna do anything.
Right.
They hovered Ash before Aphelios. They could have just picked that.
Pause the screen right here. Pause it.
Warren, you sound like a fucking pastor. What the fuck?
Why?
Oh my gosh.
Pause the screen right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so since
that was when the game was over.
Since we're gonna talk about this game, here's the problem. There's Zinzao was up. Why are you taking Jarvan? Jax is up. Why are you taking that? Look, Akali is up. Okay, this is a do or die game. Bjergsen, use your fucking brain. If you got Akali, who's gonna stop Akali once like Galio has to taunt? Okay, cool. But then Braum is up. All right, then you're gonna say, well, okay, if you don't go Zinzao, Volibear gives you dive potential, which would make it harder for a team like Jarvan's good, but Volibear, like, have you guys seen Did anyone see the Volibear? That's
pretty fucking insane.
Yeah, did anyone see Karsa play Volibear? He literally
Karsa's Volibear is scary.
He did triple kill with Volibear. Volibear is scary. Okay, so there. Now, if we put Jax, guess what that does? Jax allows Honey to split push, outscales Camille, and does well in the laning phase. If you're gonna put your eggs in one basket, why not? Or if anything, okay, global. All right, go Jax, Nocturne. Right there, you're doing good because Jax can like the Nocturne would have answered the Galio, and Nocturne was available, right? And then you have PoE on Victor that keeps them from diving in because of his cage, because of his storm. And again, I really believe that Braum was probably one of the best picks right here. They literally have 3 melee, and what is Callista? Basically a shorter, a little bit more range Lucian, so she wouldn't have done Jack. Like, I don't get it. Like, okay, call me bronze challenger, but tell me I'm wrong, Trackhawk, and what I just did right there.
No, you're 100% correct. It was the weirdest fucking draft I've ever seen in my life. They
tried to play an early pick-off composition because they thought that if they got out of laning phase fast enough, because if you look at how TSM played during this play, they really didn't lane that much. They kind of just laned a little bit, roamed for most of the map, early on enough to make a big difference in their gameplay, right? But that's not going to work against Team Liquid, though. That's not. They just have they have good enough players to not make sure that happens, though. They're not going to get out of laning phase with Team Liquid's players. It just doesn't happen, though. They're going to be there because Team Liquid will obviously call certain things out to let them know that they're roaming around the map. Obviously, you know? I just don't get why, if you want to play a pick composition, you don't fully go for the Ashe. The Ashe would have solved all their issues. You Ashe, Arrow, you Jarvan, ult, LeBlanc chain, everything.
If you go with the pick composition, then you should have got Nocturne.
That would have worked, too.
If you go with the pick composition, you don't take Lee Sin into the top lane.
I agree.
They could pick Sion. Sion would have did fine to a pick composition. You have him just run in or stun them. You know?
It was just such a weird, like, there is almost no synergy on this team, and the only person who's really going to be able to benefit from the Jarvan Cataclysm is Lost. But let's be real, Lost played like trash almost the entire series, so you're basically going, hey, Lost, I know you kind of left your brain, in LA, in one of the bars or strip clubs where you guys have probably been practicing, and so, but we're gonna need you to basically, when Jarvan Cataclysms gets a beautiful 5-man Cataclysm, because Speak is just a god like that, you're gonna have to follow up, and Lost is like, oh well, who else is gonna follow up? And they're like,
nobody.
But you're gonna follow up, so it's okay.
They're probably around. I think the episodes get released at least 3 days in advance before the next week of gameplay. I'm pretty sure. Lost was literally God.
Yeah.
Good God, his brain just didn't exist. He just didn't have one. Like the way I saw him play Aphelios was like he's just playing Farm Simulator the whole game. I was like, what the fuck? Competitive Farm Simulator? Is that what we play now in League? That's crazy. Alright, so the last thing to cover for this episode of the Cloud9 podcast is our predictions. I got almost every single one of them correct. I'm gonna get it right this time around. I'm gonna be perfect this week.
Oh, yeah.
I try to get Warren to pick Mad Lions. He's like, no, I'll just pick G2. God damn, a black man helping another black man out.
If I pick Mad Lions, you'd be like, oh, look at Warren trying to be the prophet. So I was like, you know what? I'll pick G2.
It's a bit sad because before TSM lost, everyone thought he had potential. I still think he does. I'm not sure one best of 5 shows him actually not having a brain. He was serviceable for the summer split. He wasn't bad by any means necessary. He wasn't the worst either. I thought he was on the up and up, but he definitely needs to afford a brain now that he definitely was not winning that series for them. All right, let's do our predictions, and then we are going to be heading out of here actually. So, the LCS 2021 Summer Split playoffs continues, and this week's games will be... The losers bracket is kicking off first, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it should be.
Match schedule...
They need to lock in
round
the last...
3.
They need to lock in the last Worlds.
The heck? I'm pretty sure LoL Esports has it. Oh my god, dude. Forgive my porn if I have it up here. Forgive my porn, please. Good god.
Schedule.
Also, Riot took my award. MIP is my award. They gave it. Man, whatever. Also, I'm more or less so a nobody in this. All right, the first match is EG versus Cloud9. Who you guys got? I got Cloud9 because we're going to Worlds, baby. We're making that losers bracket run, baby. Starts right now, or started last week.
I want an EG. I want an EG icon in case.
Oh my! All right. Oh my god. Guy's crazy.
No.
Actually, I have EG3-2 because they should have got that spot. Like if it wasn't for retardation on the part of
Jizuke
I don't know, Jizuke and Svenskeren playing like a monkey.
God,
TSM, I like you, but I have a feeling that TL game really messed with your mind. So I have Immortals winning 3-2.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. That's that copium shit these kids are on nowadays. Holy shit.
He just looks like a clown, so.
And then 100. I have TL beating 100 Thieves. Like, you really think someday's gonna match up to Alfari? I dare one of you 100 Thieves fanboys say that. You'd be like a fool. A fool.
It was very depressing. We were joking about suicide.
Classic Lemonation. God, I forgot.
All right, so I'm definitely not on copium like Warren. So C9 win 3-1 actually. Let's get these imposters out of here. Let's knock out these old Cloud9 players and make them regret why they left this org. Cloud9 3-1, TSM 3-0. I don't know what the fuck Warren's smoking. TSM gonna beat the shit out of these dudes. 100 Thieves or Team Liquid. So I got both of them right the last time. They're both really good. That's the problem. But yeah, Alfari does make the difference. Oh, I mean, Alfari does make the difference a lot, right? He's like the big difference maker. Because Santorin right now can match Closer, but Closer is better. Who you have Jensen versus Abadage, right?
On some cocaine. How dare you think that someday is better than Alfari? You must be smoking some. Be on that, like, I don't know, something. I don't know. You have Molly,
crack.
Like, you really think someday is better than Alfari? The guy had the #1 stats. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, this is. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
that's the NA hype.
No, it's not the NA hype train.
Let's get
There's no NA hype train.
Pick since
right.
you got.
I'll say 100 Thieves wins. I'm saying Cloud9, TSM, 100 Thieves. I predicted 100 Thieves to make the finals, and they're making the finals.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Cloud9 3-0 because GK just looked like trash, and I'm sorry, but if Perks is even like 70% awake, and Jisuke is playing like that, Cloud9 is just going to basically have Perks, like, get feed a couple of times, but it's okay because he's just going to come back and be like, all right, let's win this. So I'm going to say 3-0 for Cloud9. I'm going to say that TSM is going to have a... They're going to win, but I think Immortals is at least going to put up a little bit of a fight.
What if Immortals upset them? That's just embarrassing.
That would be fucking insane, dude.
I will actually give you... I'll send you a picture of myself literally jumping off a bridge.
That's why I literally said before I get the text message from you, I'm already gonna bet on him. Am I wrong, Trackhawk, for doing that? Like,
no. I think there's a world where Immortals does win, but it just, like, I don't know, man. Like, you would require TSM to basically be so tilted off the face of the planet.
They would have. It's not just Lost losing his brain. They're all brain damaged.
You would need Huni to revert to like 2016 Huni. You would need Power of Evil to like forget how to play any champion. Bjergsen would just have to literally draft J4 every single time just for the lulz. And Immortals would basically have to play the best games of their life. I'm not saying they can't. I think Immortals is probably going to be able to take a game off of TSM.
They have one good player, and that's Xerxes. But like, how much is that going to make a difference, though? Right?
He's gonna dunk on Spica. Spica's gonna get tilted off the face of the planet. Spica tilted off the face of the planet is just gonna make Huni feed like mad, trying to make plays. Power of Evil is not gonna be able to do anything against the Fed Immortals because he's gonna go for the 1v5 play and get blown up. And then Lost and Sword Art are just gonna be in bot lane, just beep bop boop farm, beep bop boop farm. So that's the way they win. 100 Thieves and Team Liquid. I hope 100 Thieves takes it.
You want
really no. I hope that they take it, but realistically, Team Liquid's probably going to take it 3-1.
Starfish is a slang term for a butthole.
Yes, it is.
I think these series have the potential to go the distance. If TSM look anything like they did against Team Liquid, that's probably going to 5 games, right? I can see 3-1 Cloud9 win, right, for EG. TSM win. This should. I'm saying 3-0, but if it's 5 games, I'm not surprised. I'll say 3-1, 3-0, 3-2. 100 Thieves beat Team Liquid. But if Team Liquid win, I'm not surprised either.
I'm gonna say 3-2 because I think the 100 Thieves can take a couple of games off of Team Liquid if they get the right draft and they get the right situation. Also, Team Liquid, admittedly, while they have been playing really well, I do think Jensen can be exploited, and I think that FBI and Ignar can take it to Core JJ and Tactical in the bot lane. And I think if they're not careful, Team Liquid could potentially get caught off guard because they usually like to play around mid and top, at least historically. So there's a potential there. I still think Team Liquid's probably going to take it just because of the sheer star power that they have on their team. But yeah.
I actually don't see it as a big surprise if Immortals upsets TSM. Lost can easily throw another game and Bjergsen can draft like a Starface.
Yeah. But like I'm sorry, I just have to say it's Immortals. Like
yeah, like we're putting way too much stock into that Dignitas series though. They were gonna beat Dig. Let's be honest here. They had better players anyway. Even on budget roster, they had better players than Dig. You know, you gotta factor in like strength of competition matters when you're talking about best of fives too. You know, I just think it's a foregone conclusion. TSM just beat the shit out of these dudes. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're gonna beat the shit out of them, but I
Lost sure won't because he's the brain. I'm sorry, Lost for shows just has no brain. He just doesn't.
Manji, so I don't know.
Lost for sure has no brain. Holy
Huni and
shit.
Revenge are both like Feast or Fire players, so I mean,
What Trackhawk? Someone needs to throw a water balloon at your face. How dare you say that?
Uncle Kagi once said, "With great power comes great big booty bitches."
yeah, I do get all the big booty bitches. That's why I have all the power.
It would feel a lot better if we just crushed these smug Asians.
He cannot say that now. He would get definitely canceled. That is some shit you get canceled for nowadays, but that's the funniest shit.
No, I just think like Revenge. If he has we've seen Revenge 1v9 games, so I'm sorry, but if he gets a lead on Huni, Huni can be tilted very easily.
Against Revenge. Oh my god. I'm maxing out on hopium.
If okay.
I mean a lot of hopium for 100 Thieves versus Team Liquid. No, TSM needs some hopium to maybe not get upset by IMT. 100 Thieves banner. I mean, hey man, I'm always open to new orgs always winning. You know, but Cloud9's gonna win the split, so you guys aren't gonna get that shit. You get better luck next spring split. We're going to Worlds. We're gonna win the split. It's starting right. It started last week. It's gonna continue this week. The C9 hype train is moving, and I'm not stopping.
The only icon I care about is getting my Fnatic icon, because I hope they win.
Oh, they're not going to Worlds. G2's gonna be in Worlds. The fuck, dude? What are you high as fuck?
My Fnatic icon and my RNG icon.
Okay, I like RNG. I'm definitely getting their icon, but like I don't know, man. It's gonna be a crazy week. So I got Cloud9, TSM, and 100 Thieves. You guys have their picks. Tomorrow we're gonna have our LEC focus episode. So I want to make sure I make this clear. For playoffs moving forward with spring and summer splits, we'll have a separate LEC show when it comes to playoffs. So we'll still add the LEC in if it's the regular season though. But yeah, I think LEC deserves its own show because after this week for the LEC, because G2 wanted to make sure I potentially off myself this week. Holy shit. But yeah, anything else you guys want to say before we head out of here? Any narratives you want to point out about me being the best good-looking man on this earth?
You're an idiot. TSM really disappointed me. I expected at least a best of 5. So and the Bjergsen, I'm sure, got flamed by Reginald and by his own teammates because by the staff and Curry, because I think there's something.
I think he shit out Curry for that terrible, disgusting draft they had.
The problem is, I just don't think TSM prepared for Blue Side well. Like it showed. Like you saw the EG series, they prepared for Blue Side as well and Red Side.
Look, TSM pulled the often not seen, usually not in League of Legends, but definitely been seen by C9 Counter-Strike, the controversial only prepare one side pick strats.
EG surprised me. If EG makes Worlds, I wouldn't be surprised, and Immortals could be a dark horse. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Alright guys, see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all enjoy. I'm the Nightwing and Way of Life Esports is signing out, guys. Peace, have a good day. See you guys later, deuces. We'll be live tomorrow for the LEC episode. Actually, we'll have one more episode left until this first season is over. We can start on season 2 actually. But yeah, I don't like these guys. I just use these guys for clout. You know, it happens. Oh, I gotta invite
Triple. You, I don't have any clout.
Same here. I gotta invite Triple on and be like, hey man, you can book your seats to the best part of where Worlds is at. Bleacher. If I said that to him, he'd never come on the show.
Nope. And he never will. He'll watch this and just be like, and nope.
Well, I'm definitely going on that guy's show. All right, guys. I'm the Nightwing, and Wave Life Esports is signing out, guys. Peace. Have a good day. See you guys later. Deuces. And expect a channel update video coming up sometime during the week.